Hey y'all, it's Emily, and today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about why you need to have patience in everything that you do, whatever your goals are. Yes, it's important to always keep your focus on your goals, but sometimes when we focus on the end result so much that we just create a lot of anxiety for ourselves, and then we create a pattern of behavior that's really not healthy and really kind of sabotages our goals. And you need this, probably no matter what your goal is, you probably need some financial backing to support whatever your goal is, whether you're trying to get a home or you want to start a family or you have an idea for an invention or a career, or maybe that is your goal. It's just to have, more of a cash flow for, just to live. And whatever your goal is, yes, it can be so annoying when someone says, just have patience, it'll someday your day will come. That can be so annoying, but the reason why you need patience, and I can testify to this, recently I was crocheting a blanket for someone, and it takes a really long time, and I wanted to get it done by a certain day, so I started crocheting really fast, and sometime around 2 o'clock in the morning I realized that I missed a few stitches, a few rows back. I had to undo 2 whole rows that took about 40 minutes each to crochet. So you can imagine how tired and how angry I was that I had used up all this time just to undo it and redo it again. So, but probably one of the best examples I can give you about why you need patience. I remember the first time my dad took us fishing, and I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I was very impatient to get a fish. I wanted a fish, I was gonna get a fish, but the wanting it so bad was causing all this anxiety, and I had the fishing pole, right? And I was throwing the line out, and I was reeling it in so fast that I was probably scaring off a lot of fish with the, how fast I was reeling it back in. And I kept doing that, and I wasn't catching anything. But there were all these guys, there drinking beers, just hanging out, and they seemed like they were there to get fish, but they weren't anxious about it, and they weren't stressing over it. They were enjoying their time being together, and they were catching big fishes left and right. So I calmed down, and I threw out the line, and I started to focus on how slow I could reel, the line back in. And I started focusing on my fishing rather than catching the fish, making sure that I was doing it right, that I was listening to all of my dad's instructions, and I was doing it the right way, the way those guys were that were there catching fish left and right. And when I started to do that, I actually caught something. I caught a flounder. And if you've ever tasted flounder and, one that you caught yourself and cooked it, it is delicious. But, yes, if you have a goal in mind and you are desperate to reach it to the point that it's causing a lot of anxiety, you just need to focus on your fishing. Stop focusing on the fish, focus on the fishing. If you have a goal, let's say it's a financial goal, because most of us do, and you have a home business and you're really, anxious to start making sales, that's not going to be good for your business. You're not focusing on what you should be doing, which is helping people, what your product or service can do to help them, and the activities of getting clients for that home business. Now, you may not like to hear this, but if you are trying to build a home business, you need a job during the day to support you so that you can focus on the activities of that business, rather on making the sale, because that'll just make you anxious and it won't, be good for your business. So my lesson here today is, whatever your goal is, focus on the activities of getting to that goal. If you're focusing on the end goal, you're just going to get overwhelmed and stressed out and burnt out. You just may give up. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to give up. You want to reach those goals. They are attainable. You just need to focus on the daily activity to get there. So anyways, friends, I hope this has helped you. This is something I have to tell myself on a daily basis. So until next time, have a blessed day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.